Namaste students, I am Dr. Manu Singh from Jyoti Vidya Peeth, Women University, Jaipur. And in this session, I'll be dealing with the topic international law. So, in this particular topic, I will be discussing with you several aspects of international law, definition of international law, classification, and many more other things. First of all, we will be knowing about the term that who used this term first time. So credit goes to Jeremy Bentham. Jeremy Bentham was the first jurist who coined this term in 1780. He was the first person who used this term first time. And what is the general definition, or we can say general term, a general meaning of this term? So international law means law of the nations, or we can understand in another word, a treaty or agreement which governs the countries. That is a international law. So I hope you will be understanding the basic concept. International law means a treaty, agreement which governs the nations, which governs the states, or which govern the countries. So here we are using state in reference to countries. In another words, we will be understanding the international law can be considered as a treaty, set of rules, agreement between the countries that are binding between them. So how that particular concept gives you? So international law governs how nation must interact with other nations. It is extremely useful in regulating the issue of jurisdiction which arises when people trade amongst different states. And now we will be understanding what is the basic purpose. Whereas we have our several private laws, several our different laws of the different countries. So why we do had a need about this particular concept? So international law's main purpose was to promote harmony, peace amongst the country. So what is the relevance and function of this? The international law aims to provide, again I would say, the peace amongst the country, to maintain the integrity amongst the country. So now we will discuss about the classification. So basically we classified this particular law into two parts: public international law, as it is a part of your syllabus, and the private international law. So public international law, we can say, which governs the nations. There's a treaty between the countries, between the states. So, and it regulates the relationship between those nations and peoples that are prone to be affected by a particular law, as they are bound by these legal code and rules. So we can understand in a very easy language, international law or public international law is the law which governs the nations, which governs the country. So here we have classified international law into two parts: the public international law and the private international law. So private international law means a law agreement which governs the countries, which govern the nation. And what about the private international law? It means it regulates private conflicts, individuals rather than the states. It seeks to resolve dispute in the domestic municipal body, which involves an issue revolving around its domestic jurisdiction. So what are the sources of international law? We'll be understanding what are different sources. So we can say treaties is the main source, custom is the another source, and there are different other sources of international law as well, which we will be discussing in separate in another video. So now we will discuss what is the basic difference between international law and municipal law. So the first difference between the international law and municipal law is international law is majorly concerned with the relation among states. Here state means countries. And what about the municipal law? So municipal law controls the relation between individual and state, and between individual with the state. So here I hope you will be understanding about the basic concept of international law, how we have classified this particular concept, what are the basic source of international law, and what is the difference between international law and the municipal law. Now here I am concluding this today's lecture. International law is a set of rules which are necessary in order to regulate our behavior of nation state towards each other, so as to ensure peace and welfare of the international community. It helps in resolving disputes among state, international, or maybe influence internal laws too, but may become a part of the domestic law. So it is not necessary for international law to codify it into an agreement. There have been a lot of development in the modern international law, and International Court of Justice is considered as a body of responsible for upholding several tenets of international law. So I hope you will be understanding this particular topic. You got some hint about the concept, about the basic nature, about the classification, and how we have concluded this topic. Thank you.